this is Leslie Benson with the Plaid Poodle. Thanks for joining me. In today's video, I'm going to demonstrate this fun little 4x4 card. I use the Banners for You stamp set by Stampin' Up, and then I use these really cute detailed Dragonfly thinlits to embellish the card. And then on the inside, that is also from the stamp set. So, and I did create this cute little coordinating envelope that I will be showing another video soon on how to make envelopes for square cards. Anyway, to start with this card, I'm going to pull my camera out a little bit now so you can kind of see what I'm doing. You're going to need a piece of 8.5 by 4 1/4 inch cardstock, and I'm using Island Indigo color because of the coordinating Blooms and Bliss Designer Series paper. And I have scored it at 4 1/4, folded in half, and that's the card base. Then I've just taken a piece of 4 by 4 inch Designer Series paper, and this is, like I said, the Blooms and Bliss Designer Series paper by Stampin' Up, and it just really is pretty with this Island Indigo. And then the next thing, it's very simple. I'm going to put on one of these delicate doilies, detailed white doily, delicate white doily. I'll get it right one of these days. Okay, and then I'm going to wait to place my dragonflies after I do my stamping. So to stamp, I've just got this little scrap of Whisper White cardstock. It's about 1.5 by 3.5 inches. And I'm going to stamp the banner first. Let me show you the stamp set so you can kind of see all the little images from that. Try not to get too much glare. There's just all these banners and sentiments to use with the banners, and some pretty little florals, and then the bunch of banners framelits coordinate and work really well with that. Okay, I'm going to get out my Pierce mat, Stampin' Pierce mat, because I am using photopolymer, and the cushion helps a little bit with that. I'm going to stamp on my banner image, and then I am going to, I think it goes this way with this cinnamon. No, I was right the first time. I'm going to try and line this up without getting my head right down in it. Pretty good. Okay, and we're going to cut that out with the framelit, and I'll show you all the various framelits that come in the set to, like I said, coordinates with the stamp set. Today we're going to use this one, and while we're at it, we'll go ahead and cut out the dragonflies. And these are from the detailed Dragonfly thinlits. You get a little bumblebee, a little outline, a medium-sized, I'd say, dragonfly, and a large dragonfly. And these coordinate with the stamp set as well. I can't remember what it is, but after I film, I will put that up on the screen so you can see that. So we can do our die cutting all at one time here. So I'm going to get my big shot, do this so you all can see what I'm doing, and I can see what I'm doing. I'm not using my magnetic platform. If I had that, I probably wouldn't need to do this. But since I don't have my magnetic platform, I am going to use a little washi tape, take a little bit of the sticky off, and see how that frames that banner perfectly. And then we'll cut out our dragonflies. And that one's not so important because there's no stamping. All right. Okay, now to get these dragonflies out, I could use the, oh, I forget what it's called too. There's a little brush that I could just roll over this. But real quick, I'm just gonna knock this out with my paper piercer. There's many different ways you can use dryer sheets, or you can use wax paper. Wax paper works really good for me when you're doing this detailed work. I just need to get a little snag of a piece, and I can start to gently pull the dragonflies gently out of the framelit. There we go. There's a couple little extra pieces. And that's as simple as that. So I'm going to decide where I want those, and I wanted those to be popped up a little bit, so I put them on some Stampin' Dimensionals. Get my trash out of the way here. And how I did that was I just took a little, here's a good one to show you. I just cut off a little bit, like a little thin little edge down here of the Stampin' Dimensionals. And I will show you. Then I would just cut just a little bit. You don't need a whole lot. Tear off the, and just stick that right there. Oops. Trim off any excess, and by the time you're finished, it'll look something like this. Can you see that? Or I've put the, maybe if I, there. See how I've put the little pieces just kind of on the head and the body of the little dragonflies. To save time, I went ahead and did that already, but I want to figure out where I want the placement of this before I put my dragonflies on. I'm going to put them on last. Okay, and then I took a little bit of silver metallic thread and I wrapped it around 3 fingers, 4, 5, 6 times. Depends on how much you want to fuss with. And I took a little glue dot because I'm going to put my sentiment about right there. So I'm going to put a little glue dot right there on my doily. And then just kind of make a mess. I don't know what you call it with my thread, but it's stuck to that little glue dot. I think my husband's home. So the dogs are going to go crazy. I tried to kind of lock them upstairs before I began filming, and those little hooligans, they just don't like to leave me alone. Okay, I put a couple of Stampin' Dimensionals on my sentiment, and I'm going to cover that little glue dot up, make sure it's not showing. I'm going to go a little bit higher. There. Now all I have to do is take the little backing paper off of these and put those, I want it to fit in an envelope, so I don't want those little guys to be, and I am probably going to tuck his wings maybe under like that. And then the inside of the card is very, very simple. If you can find your ink, here it is. It's just going to be congrats, and when they open the card, I'm going to use my piercing mat, Stampin' Pierce mat. That's the inside of the card. And then we just need to adhere that. And there you have it. Cute little card. It's got a lot of dimension. It didn't take us that long to do. And like I said, here's the coordinating envelope that I made, and I will be showing that in another video very soon, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss it. But I just made a coordinating envelope out of simple copy paper to coordinate with my card. So anyway, here, thanks for joining me today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.